folks, welcome to Exercise 2 of the Metanoia Daily 7 Journal, Writing Your 10 Gratitudes. Now, this is another one that seems like you can kind of burn through it pretty quickly, but I actually want to take a moment to make sure that when you're writing down your 10 gratitudes, those 10 things that you're grateful for, it's not just a cognitive exercise, but it's also an emotional exercise. You actually want to feel the emotion of gratitude. That causes a physical change in your body. Research shows that people that keep daily gratitude journals actually sleep better, they've got less anxiety, they're less prone to depression. So there's just really some natural reasons why it's good to keep a gratitude journal like we have in Exercise 2. But also, we see it as a great segue exercise between Exercise 1 and Exercise 3, right? So you just got done doing Exercise 1, writing down your daily successes, which is acknowledging where God's grace has shown up in your life. Now, it would be a shame if we just saw these successes and said, oh, great job, right? Like, it's actually considering where God's grace is moving through us. And that should put us in the proper disposition of gratitude. We're a Eucharistic people. We're meant to be in a place of gratitude. We're meant to be in a place of receptivity for God's grace. So we consider those successes that we had in Exercise 1, and then we're grateful for them in Exercise 2. But why it's a great primer also for Exercise 3 is because we're getting ready to start contemplating our goals with God, which is a very creative activity. And you can't create from a place of scarcity. And scarcity will show up if we're not acknowledging where God's grace is moving in our lives. We'll just be so focused on those things, those areas, those poverties where we're lacking. And you can't set a goal from a place of lack. Or if you do, it's going to be limited based on your current circumstances, which really isn't an inspiring goal at that point. Mm-hmm. What else do we have on gratitudes, Erin?
Well, we have a thing in our brains called the reticular activating system. And this actually is a part of Exercises 1 and 2, the successes and the gratitudes. So the reticular activating system is really just a filtering out part of our brain. It's similar to when you just buy a car, and let's say it's a silver CRV, and then you start seeing all the other silver CRVs out there driving around. And you're like, I never noticed the silver CRVs before, but it feels like everybody has them. That is the reticular activating system at work. A lot of people think that they have no control over the reticular activating system, but that is not true. That's part of our will and part of our intellect. And we get to choose what we focus on. There's a saying in the coaching world is what we look for, we find, and what we focus on grows. And so apply both of those terms to successes and gratitude. So in this case, if we are focusing on all of the things that we're grateful for, guess what we're going to notice more of? Okay. So I like to always kind of work these exercises into practicalities of like the daily life, right? So how do we customize the gratitudes? Because a lot of times what I hear people say is they just write the same 10 gratitudes. And I'm like, that's fine, you can do that. But I think it's actually more powerful if we kind of switch it up every once in a while. It's almost like an exercise. So like if we do the same ab workouts over and over again, they're going to be like your body, your muscles so used to it, it's not going to get fatigued and it's not going to actually work the best. Or I don't know, it's going to get... You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. We just want to diversify some of the exercise a little bit and grow stronger in some other areas. And so one of the ways that I often challenge myself, if I find my gratitudes are getting very consistent, it's great to be grateful for things on a consistent basis, but I want to expand that gratitude. Mm-hmm. And so I start to say, okay, like I got to come up with 10 new things. Maybe it's that. Or maybe there's a particular person or circumstance that I'm not really happy with. And it's like, okay, what are the 10 things that I'm grateful for in this person that I don't particularly like right now? That's a great thing. That's a great way of changing your perception of a person. Or I've got this particular cross that I'm bearing or suffering that I'm dealing with. How can I see this as gift? How can I see this as an opportunity to be grateful? These things are incredible ways of getting some more flexibility and a little bit more mileage out of exercise too.
Yeah, I love assigning my clients when they're complaining about something, the 10 gratitudes exercise. They have to actually write all the things that they're grateful for in whatever that thing is that they're complaining about. Try it. I promise you, it will make you grow. It'll be a little painful and a little difficult, but you will grow in gratitude. This wonderful, wonderful, wonderful exercise. You will be able to grow tremendously.
So enjoy it. Enjoy it. And hopefully, if you're really feeling it, you might even feel a little smile come across your face while you're doing it. All right. Have fun.